When I was first diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, I was considered high functioning and barely made the cut for diagnosis. There were more than a few sticking points, the main one being that I don't really have special interests. I also have ADHD, so while I do get occasional hyperfixations, I haven't had a special interest in a really long time. While my first official video on parasocial relationships will delve further into that, today I'd much rather talk about the question that I care about, which is why. As in, what is the point of this channel, and why did I even start it? The short version, to be fully authentic and transparent, is money. I genuinely believe I have a personality that a lot of people will resonate with, and I know that tends to mean I'm pretty divisive. But more importantly, I want an outlet to be creative, to be expressive, to be authentic, and of course, to be passionate. I've often felt in my life like I have a lot to say and nowhere to say it. People don't ask me about my life in elaborate interviews. And the who in this equation is far less interesting anyways than the what. I'm sure I could find a way to summarize myself in a few key phrases, but I'd be experienced by my nuance and let the public decide my fate. Furthermore, I recognize that generally the point of social media is to have a niche, a specific point of interest to draw in both viewers and revenue, and as I said, I would ideally like to make money. But if that means that I can't say fuck sometimes and touch on more adult, more serious topics, I'd rather do this for fun. More so, my niche is that I don't have one. And that the only overarching theme here is these are my passions. These are my hyperfixations and my fun little trinkets that I've stored over my life. I might even throw a few vlogs in there just to document what's going in my life. Sort of like family home video style, try to bring that back. I want a place where I can show my truest, most authentic self and let others respond with theirs. Before we begin, I'd like to establish some ground rules. I am an American, and thusly American politics affect my life in many, many overarching ways. If you consider yourself part of the Republican Party, or support Trump, or any neo-Nazi, this will be the first and last time I will politely ask you to get the fuck out. The paradox of tolerance means being intolerant to all of those who are bigoted and hateful, and I will do all in my power to remove such people from my life, and thusly this account. This is a pro-BIPOC account, and a leftist space at that. I understand that I come from a place of privilege and of whiteness, so unfortunately, me being anti-racist is something that I am striving for, but can never fully attain. That doesn't mean that I won't try and continue to try, but it does mean that I ask you to remember that I am a human being first, and entertainment second. I will gladly accept any and all accountability for my actions, but I will not tolerate unnecessary hatred nor abuse towards me or anybody else, especially on this account. Because here, we accept the cringe, the Tumblr users, the furries, and those who use uwu and blorbo unironically. Laughing because the target audience is me. Sorry, guys. Passion is something to strive for, just as long as it doesn't harm another person without their consent. Jeez Louise. Sorry, I got a kink stuck in my throat. Whew! So, from here on out, this will likely be the only official introduction to my page that you will get. Unless I make another one in the future, in which case this video will be obsolete. But I still think it's an important introduction to who I am as a person. Everything else, all of the other videos and their topics, will be disconnected and scattered, just like me. I hope some of you who made it through this video stick around, and if not, I understand. I can be a lot. But I'm not apologizing for that. And I want this page to be a space where I can inspire people. They're allowed to be a lot. They're allowed to be cringe. They're allowed to be that kid in school who wolf barks at the recess playground. Because to be cringe is to be free. And I don't think anybody should be allowed to stifle us anymore. We're past that. Anyways, much love. Straubrey Quartz. Bye-bye.